This video is sponsored by Squarespace. Alright guys, how's it going? Welcome back. Well, I'm back at the garage today, and it dawned on me that I haven't done a garage tour for a while. We've got lots of fresh stock, so I thought today I'd give you a quick tour around. Let's start over here then. So in the corner we've got an Outlander PHEV. Now, I detest the Outlander, but the PHEV version is pretty good. So this uses a 2-litre petrol engine, but that petrol engine acts as a generator basically. So you still put petrol in there, but you can also plug it in and you get about 20 miles range just off EV alone. It was one of the very early plug-in hybrid vehicles. They were very low on benefit in kind tax, so company car drivers loved them. And now even 10 years later, they're still very popular. They're all quite highly spec'd as well. Now this one's done 87,000 miles and it's for sale for 8,495. So it is quite a lot of car for the money, isn't it? It's the perfect family car really. I think most people could make this work. You charge it overnight and then you get 20 miles to do your commute or the school run without using a single drop of fuel. You get a very annoying beeping tailgate with these though. Never really understood why. I know, let's make the tailgate sound like a dump truck reversing. But they are quite practical, aren't they? So yeah, I do quite like these. I just detest the diesel ones. There we go. Beep, beep, beep. Right, let's have a look at this Evoque then. So this 3-door Evoque I supplied to the previous owner about 3 years ago. They've just bought a new car off us and traded this back in with us. Now I always like taking my old cars back in part exchange because I know all about them. Now this one, for example, when I bought it 3 or 4 years ago, was a reps car, so it only had one owner and it had full service history. And I know the 3-door is slightly less practical, but it does look a bit sportier. This, I think, is arguably the best colour for an Evoque. It's Firenze red with the black leather interior. Both my mum and brother had one of these in this colour, although theirs were 5-door. It's the SD4, not the TD4, which is the one you want to go for. So yeah, pretty good car really. And I also like the fact that it's got the contrasting black roof and spoiler. The whole thing just looks a bit sportier. Over here then, I'm gonna have to breathe in for this one. Good to have lost some weight, isn't it? We've got a 2 Series Active Tourer. So, it's weird, you know, about the 2 Series, the whole naming system, because you can also buy a 2 Series, which is basically a 1 Series coupe. But this isn't, this is the 2 Series sort of people carrier thing. In case you're wondering, by the way, the Evoque's done 76,000 miles, it's a pure tech, it's automatic, and it's up for sale for 10,295. Right, back to the BMW then. So they are quite good cars, these. They're also available as a 7-seater. I daren't open that tailgate because it's going to damage that, I think. Now let me get you the details on this one. That's a 2017, it's done 36,000 miles and it's for sale for 12,695. That probably won't be here long because it's automatic. Autos always seem to sell quicker. Over here then we've got a Mitsubishi ASX. Now I'm not a big fan of these, but they seem to sell well. So when I was offered this about a week or so ago, I just said yes. Now this one's quite a good spec. It's 4-wheel drive. It's got a nice leather interior with heated seats. So yeah, it is a pretty good spec. And I think it's great value. It's done 100,000 miles this one, which granted you might think is a little bit high, but the service history is pretty good. I've had a full service done and all that sort of stuff. And it's for sale for, I think 4,995, let me just check. I should know, I remember doing the advert for that a few days ago. Yeah, that's a 2015 64 reg, and it's a 1.8 diesel. It's done 100,000 miles, and it's for sale for 4,995. I'm only doing these prices, by the way, because you asked me. I'm not actively trying to flog these. I don't know when this video is going to go live, but you asked for prices, so voila. On to the Kia Sportage then. Now, I'm pretty sure I had this on the last garage tour video, which isn't good business, is it? And I don't know why. It's done 117,000 miles, which, yes, is a little bit up there, but the service history is excellent, it's automatic, it's a really good spec, and it's for sale for 9,495, which is just great value, I think. They are genuinely good cars, those, as well. Every time I drive one, I just think, that's kind of the perfect car, isn't it? It's the perfect everyman car. Decent sized boot, loads of space in the front and the back. Ticks a lot of boxes. Qashqai then. Now this Qashqai I took in part exchange. It's a 1.5 turbo diesel, so it's 0 road tax. It's done 80 something thousand miles, 86 I think. And it's for sale for 7,495. This one's interesting. I was going to do a video with this, but I never got around to it. It's a 2015 Mercedes A180 CDI, so it uses the same engine as that actually. It's the 1.5 turbo diesel from Renault. It's done 124,000 miles, but that means it's very affordable, so the price is only $5,995. I just think £6 for a car that looks as modern as that is a bit of a bargain. And of course you get low running costs. So we're talking, in fact, let me check. Yeah, just as I thought then, the road tax is only £20 a year on that. So it's cheap motoring, isn't it? Over here we've got a Mazda 2. Now I think this was here on the last garage tour as well, which is a bit of a mystery really. It's a 2019 Mazda 2 with quite low mileage. And they're good cars, these. So that's a 2019 car with 22,000 miles on the clock. It's a 1.5 litre petrol and it's only $9,995. So again, really sensible motoring. Over here, this is a nice car actually. This is a 2016 Mini Cooper automatic. It's petrol and it's only done 15,000 miles or 16,000 miles. Let me just check. It's very low. It's had one owner from new who actually lived up the road, the previous owner. Yeah, it's a 2016 and it's done 15,000 miles. It's a 1.5 Cooper, petrol, automatic, and it's for sale for $11,995. It's the 5-door, which granted don't look as good as the 3, but it is quite practical, or a lot more practical than the 3-door anyway. Over here we've got a Nissan Juke, one of my favourite cars of all time. This one though I bought because I say yes to most cars to be fair, but it's automatic, and autos always seem to sell, especially auto Dukes. So that one again is a 2018, it's done 45,000 miles and it's for sale for $9,995. And it's a pretty decent spec. It's got full leather interior, heated seats, air conditioning, all that sort of stuff. This one's a good little price range car. This one's a 2012 Citroen C3. Now again, I'm not a huge fan of these, but they are very cheap to run. It's done 85,000 miles and it's for sale for $2,995. And I spent, it was a bit of a mistake this in hindsight, I spent about £1,000 preparing that for sale. It needed all sorts of stuff doing to it, which has all been done, and I've got the bill to prove it. Speaking of bills, this 2018 Citroen C1 has cost me a fortune. I bought this and there was a crunch in second gear. Bear in mind it's a 2018 car and it's only done 59,000 miles. You'd expect reliability, wouldn't you? Well, that wasn't the case. There was a crunch in second, so I had my mechanic send the gearbox off to, where did it go? Tameside Transmissions, sorry, forgot the name then. So they sent the gearbox to Tameside Transmissions for a new synchromesh on second gear. When they got it there, they said we may as well do an overhaul of the whole gearbox. So that was £895 plus VAT. Then when the gearbox came back, it needed various other bits and pieces, a new clutch. So my bill was something like almost £2,000 on that car. Anyway, you can't win them all, can you? It's for sale for $5,995. So if I can get $5,995 back for it, then I should break even. There we go. On to, what should we talk about? We've got a Sportage and a Sorento. We'll go to the far corner first then. This is a 2011, late 2011 61 Kia Sportage, 2.2 diesel all-wheel drive. And it's done 105,000 miles. And I bought this mainly because I quite like them. And I just thought at that sort of money, it's great value for money, isn't it? That one's on at $4,995. Over here then we've got a 2015 Kia Sportage. Now I do really rate these. This is slightly different. This is the, what mark is this? This is the Mark III. The red one I showed you previously was a Mark IV. So this one is on at $5,995. That's annoying. During the day all the cars are unlocked. Someone's obviously not unlocked this one. I'll get the details for you anyway. Oh, I need to refurbish the wheels actually. So that is a 2015, it's done 109,000 miles. It's the KX3 all-wheel drive, so quite a good spec, and it helps the fact it's all-wheel drive as well. So yeah, $5,995 I just thought was great value really. And they sell really well. In fact, we've just sold one today. We had another one, a silver one in stock, 2012 Sportage, and that's sold. Over here then is my Audi Q7. I did a video with this. It's a late 2016, early 2017 66 Audi Q7 3-litre turbo diesel V6 S-Line automatic. It's a nice car this. I did do a video with it. I think this one's locked as well. Oh no, it's not. So this one has done 78,000 miles. And it's a nice clean car. I had loads of interest in that, and then 2 or 3 people failed finance, 1 or 2 people I didn't really like the part exchanges, so we just haven't managed to get a deal across the line yet, but it will sell, I'm confident. And at $22,995, I think it looks like an awful lot of car really, for that sort of money. you know, a new shape Q7 for under 25 grand with less than 100,000 miles on the clock just seems like a bit of a bargain. Oh, right. Do you like weird French cars? If you do, you're in luck. So this is my 2006. I said that a bit weird, didn't I? 2006 Renault Velsatis, which stands for Velocity and Satisfaction. I now know, after doing a video with it. It's a 2.2 turbo diesel. It's quite low mileage, I think, 55, I think. I don't know how to remember all this stuff. Got a noisy check strap. But then it wouldn't be French, would it, without a noisy check strap? Right, I've got the details. It's done 57,000 miles. It's a 2.2 turbo diesel. It's a privilege spec. So you get heated leather seats, all that sort of stuff. And it's for sale for $3,995. If you haven't watched the video with that, then I'd go back and watch it because it was quite costly in the end. I put a new clutch in it and all that sort of stuff. It was prepared at my mechanics and then I went to go and pick it up and the clutch failed. So it's had a new clutch. So it's quite a lot of money, I guess, for a 2006 car, but they're really rare. So if you're a collector or you like going to, you know, car shows and things like that, that could be the ideal car, really. Before we continue, I just need to say a quick thank you to today's video sponsor. Today's video is sponsored by Squarespace. Squarespace is the all-in-one platform for entrepreneurs to stand out and succeed online. Whether you're just starting out or your brand's already established, Squarespace makes it easy to create a stunning website all in one place. The flexible website templates are perfect for any project. You can showcase your latest car restorations, start a blog about your automotive adventures, or launch an online store with templates tailored to your needs. And the Fluid Engine makes designing your site simple and intuitive, with easy drag and drop technology that's as smooth as a well-oiled machine. And if you need some extra help, there's Blueprint AI, Squarespace's guided design system that's there to help you craft the perfect site. And if you want to sell merchandise, Squarespace's custom merch feature has you covered. You simply design your products, and then they handle the production, the inventory, and the shipping. If you're ready to enhance your online presence, just click the link in the description to get your free trial. And when you're ready to launch, just go to squarespace.com/highpeakautos and you'll save 10% off your first purchase of a website or domain. So thanks Squarespace for sponsoring today's video. Right, onto this final one in the corner then, and then we'll move along the row. So this one is can't remember the details of this one. This is a late 2013 63 Audi Q3. Now, I'm not a huge fan of these, but they drive really well. This one's automatic, and they always seem to sell well. It's a bit like an Evoque, isn't it? Perfect for somebody that just wants a bit more space and something a little bit more, you know, elevated. Right, where should we go next then? Oh, Qashqai. Now, you might call me a bit of a hypocrite, to be fair, because, where are you? There you are. I'm not a big Qashqai fan, but they always sell well, and I'm a business, aren't I? So as long as I prepare them well and they're all right, then, you know, what does it matter? What does my opinion matter, really? So this is a late 2013 63 Nissan Qashqai, and it's automatic. Now that's the big selling point here, really. It's a 1.6 litre petrol, it's done 83,000 miles, and it's for sale for $6,495. So again, the fact that that's only got 2 pedals will help sell it. Over here, we've got a BMW X3. Now these are really good cars. My brother, who's holding the camera right now, currently runs around in one very similar. This is I think it's a 2015. Now, this one comes with a private plate. Now, when we buy a car from a private individual, when they leave their private plate on, I never really like it because I think it's unique to that person, isn't it? So I'd rather they just took it off. But anyway, this one's with it. So it's a 2015 2-litre diesel M Sport Automatic X-Drive, so it's all-wheel drive. It's done 63,000 miles, so quite low, and it's for sale for $14,595. So again, quite a lot of car for the money, isn't it? And I've driven that myself. When we bought it, I drove it to the valeters over in Hyde, and it drives really well. Over here, we've got a late Insignia. So this is a 2017, or a late 2017 67 Vauxhall Insignia. They're a bit of a bland car, aren't they? But they're a decent car nevertheless. This one's only done 32,000 miles, and it's for sale for $9,995. This one we've had for a while, and it's weird because we shouldn't have done. So this one is a 2018 Honda Civic. It's a 1 litre, and it is the Turbo SR version. It's only done 21,000 miles, and it's for sale for $12,495. And we've had it 2 or 3 months now. Doesn't really make sense. Quite a desirable car in my mind. Over here, we've got a VW Golf. Now, they're a bit dull, the Golf, aren't they, to be fair, but they always sell well, especially when they're finished in a nice colour like this. So this one is a 2017, it's only done 66,000 miles, it's a 1.6 turbo diesel Blue Motion, and it is for sale for $10,295. Decent car that for somebody. You'd get 5 years out of that easily, wouldn't you? Over here we've got a 2013 Vauxhall Corsa. This is a 1.2 SXI with white wheels, which is a bit of a choice, isn't it? But I don't hate it. The wheels actually look quite cool in white. Now this one's a 2013, it's done 68,000 miles, and it's for sale for $3,995. And they're great first cars, they always sell well. We're nearly out of cars here, guys, aren't we? We have been quite busy. We've normally got 2 or 3 more parked here. We've got the final 3 then, we're on the final countdown, then we'll head inside. So this one then is a 2012 Audi A3 Sportback 5-door. It's automatic, it's got the nice flat bottom steering wheel, it's done 78,000 miles, and it's for sale for $8,495. It's got the nice rotor style alloys, which I always liked. They're getting on a bit in age now, but in their day, they were a really desirable car. Over here then, we've got a Hyundai. I always get confused with these. Is it a Santa Fe or a Tucson? It's a Tucson. It's a 2019 1.6 petrol, and it's only done 33,000 miles, and it's for sale for $12,995. Quite a nice colour that as well, isn't it? Last but not least then, we've got a late 2018 68 Mini Countryman automatic. This one's a 1.5 petrol. It's only done 13,000 miles, and it's for sale for $17,995. They're quite good cars, the Countryman. Quite quirky, aren't they? Especially if you get a good spec. Right, well, shall we head inside? Follow me. I normally have a couple of cars on the car park because we're always tight on space. I've always got 2 or 3 cars in the car park, on tickets, by the way. So it costs me a couple of pounds a day to park them there. The other day, 2 got clamped because they're untaxed because, you know, we can't tax every car, they're off the road. I didn't realise, but a car park still gets checked for tax, so I had to pay the release fee of £260, which granted was reduced to £100, but still. We got 2 cars clamped, and there were 3 there. I don't quite know, I think they must have run out of clamps in the van. Well, welcome to the showroom then. So, we're fully stocked with cars in here. Over here we've got what year is this? It's a late 2019 69 Nissan Leaf EV. Now I bought this for stock about 3 or 4 months ago. Then I can't remember the story now. I think my mum's car was in for a service or something, so I lent her this. And she went, oh, this is all right, this actually. It's got heated seats, heated steering wheel, it's quite nippy. So she just kept it for about 3 months. So that's why her plate's on it. But she's got a new car on the way, so that now is surplus. Over here we've got a 2019 Audi Q5. Now these are really good cars. I actually think this is the perfect size car for the UK roads. It's a 2-litre turbo diesel 40, badged as a 40, I don't understand the new naming pattern from Audi, but anyway. It's a 2-litre turbo diesel S-Line S-Tronic automatic, done 23,000 miles. It's for sale for $26,695. So yeah, with 23,000 miles on the clock, it is an awful lot of car. That's quite unusual. I was quite excited to buy that. That's a Mini Paceman, and you just don't see many of them on the roads. So essentially, it's like a jacked up Mini Cooper, isn't it? Or a slightly shrunken Countryman. But they're quite weird. I remember when they came out back in 2012. They're a strange looking thing, but I do quite like them. It's a nice spec, this one as well. It's got loads of optional extras. Let me tell you the details then. So that is a late 2016 66 1.6 litre Cooper spec, and it has done 68,000 miles, and it's for sale for $7,495. So yeah, it's a nice colour as well, that. Over here, this one's quite interesting. Now I bought this from a YouTube viewer about 2 or 3 years ago. It belonged to his late grandfather, and I got an email out of the blue from the guy, and he was a really nice guy actually. He lived in California, and the car was based down in, was it Nottingham? Somewhere like that, Nottinghamshire somewhere. And because sadly his grandfather had passed away, it had done very low mileage. I think when I bought it, it had done something like 14,000 miles or 12,000 miles. It was like a new car. I then sold it to my mechanic, who had it for 2 or 3 years, and then she's just traded that back in with me for another car. So it's now back with us. Let me tell you the details then. It's still quite a low mileage car. I think it's done 30 now. So this is a 2014 Audi A5 Cabriolet S-Line Special Edition Multitronic Automatic, and it's now done 25,000 miles. 2-litre turbo diesel, and it's for sale for $13,495. So yeah, it's a nice car though, that. It's a good colour as well. Over here we've got a Mercedes GLE. Now I keep meaning to do a review with this because I'm yet to do a review with the GLE, and I really like them. I rented one of these years ago in America and loved it. That was a 350. I think this one's a 350 diesel. Yes, it's a GLE 350 diesel. It's done around, I think it's done 80,000 miles. Let me get you the details. It's a 3-litre turbo diesel, it's the V6 diesel, and the spec is called AMG Night Edition Premium Plus, so it's got all sorts on it. It's a 2018, done 81,000 miles, and it's 22,995. So again, such a modern car, isn't it, for that sort of money? Well, I think we're on to the final two then. So in the corner there, we've got my little BMW Z3, which is actually sold. And then this one here is a 2020 Mercedes A200. So this one uses a 1.3 litre 4-cylinder turbocharged petrol engine from Renault, but keep that one to yourself. This one's got a manual gearbox, and, well, the good thing with this is it's only done 6,000 miles. So it's like new. We actually sold this a couple of weeks ago, but then I think the finance was declined or something. There was some reason that it fell through. So it's still there. That one's for sale for 19,495. But although it's 4 years old, it's only on 6,000 miles. So it is like new. And that, ladies and gents, is about it. I've told you about the Leaf, haven't I? That's done 48,000 miles and it's for sale for 8,995, which is great value for an EV like that. But that's basically because, well, the bottom fell out of the EV market, didn't it? That's pretty much it. So thank you once again for watching. Make sure you give the video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. Make sure you subscribe if you haven't done already. You can follow me on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter and TikTok. I'll leave the links below. Yeah, cheers guys. See you next time.